Yo, we are
What
back
up?
for another quick episode of the Shot Podcast. Real quick, me and my man gonna talk about Raising Kanan season 3 finale. Fuck it, we can talk about the whole season. We can talk about whatever. But hey,
Yes,
Big Hutch
sir.
here.
What's up?
What was
What's up?
going
What's
on?
up? Yes, sir. You know
Nothing
I'm
much.
out on the road getting it in, but
Okay.
had to stop through for the shop, and let's talk that talk, y'all. If you are here, if you are clear, tune in, tell your people, share the live, you know. And again, tomorrow we probably don't see you. So for the ladies, happy Valentine's Day. You know, they don't think it's for the men, so we ain't gonna say it to them.
All right, so what are your thoughts? How'd you feel watching it? Did you
Man,
know?
I was very confused on this episode, the final finale. Not the final. I'm sorry, the finale for this season. I was very confused on that situation, but I enjoyed it because as they thought that they killed off Meek, and even in real life, he never gave a inkling that he was alive. He basically told the people it was for the betterment of his rap career. So, but I enjoyed it, man. I mean, I think even with the mother and son situation, it really brought out the fact of this boy don't hate his mother. You know, he don't hate his mother. And when that gun was pointed at his mother, he did what he had to do. So I don't know if it was all a setup, it was all a plan, but he showed up for his mother, or as how he would say, my mother.
So I of course, I be heavy into the research beforehand, and I'm a big fan of the show. So this is what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
The powers that be. I heard that the whole thing was a setup from the start. That's why he went to the paper and tried to throw everybody off, like, "Hey, I'm trying to do my rap career again." Da da da. Because it's crazy. Because last year, during the time of Raising Kanan, I feel like he put out an album, and I feel like that album was actually like banging. I
Mm-hmm.
never been a fan of Joey Badass until that album. So, but I also think that there are some scenes that were cut out because earlier in the week there was definitely a scene where Unique was going into Kanan's building and the girl that he was fucking with was coming out. She had that red coat on, and it was
Mm.
pictures taken. You know what I'm saying? So that I definitely knew he was coming back, but I feel like, and also doing my research, I think they cut that scene out because if you've seen, like, I think Kanan and Unique had talked and they came up with that plan. But if you've seen them talk in the beginning of the episode, you would already know how the end was. So what they did was they cut out that scene and they're gonna save it for next year, the first episode, and then they're gonna bring out the whole scene, how everything came together. So what I think happened was Unique was not dead. He came back when he found when he knew about Ronnie. He then went to Kanan and was like, "Hey, let's set up Ronnie for blah blah blah. How he do this?" After he heard that Rock got almost got hit, and they set that whole thing up. And that's why he was able to come there at the end because he already knew what was happening and how it was happening. And he probably
Mm-hmm.
gave Kanan the idea. And also they said that that Ghost got the move to fake like he did from Unique or Breeze, as they want to say. So
Mm.
that's how come he faked, like they saying that he really faked his death, like Breeze. That's like your ultimate end move. And they say that in some point in Tommy Force, he gonna have to fake his death also. But we also know Tommy already faked his death in New York.
Yep.
So they all learned this move from Unique, which is probably now gonna be Breeze. I think the makeup person was awesome because I mean he looked fucked up.
Yeah,
You know
very
what I'm
much
saying?
so.
I mean, they got his eye all jammied and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
he looked terrible.
I am
He looked,
happy that they didn't kill Lou.
yeah, for
You
some
know,
reason I didn't think they was gonna kill Lou. I don't think that she can kill her brother. Um,
yeah,
I know that she is a very heartless person, but I feel like Rock is for family, and family for her is everything. And I didn't think it was going to be a killing, but I'm glad that they did take him to rehab, so he can get himself together.
yeah. Her Marvin is gonna the feds are gonna come for him. He's going to escape, and when he escapes, he's gonna go to DC. And that's how Jukebox ended up in DC after she went to the military. She went back to DC.
No, okay.
This is just what I
When
heard. You know what I'm saying?
when she
Just rumor
became
mill.
police.
Yeah, so like, but I do. Yeah, I think Marvin is a dope character. Somebody said Marvin is actually after 50 Cent's real uncle. They said he was a little crazy. He did some wild shit, but they said that character is based off of him. Not everything that he did, but some parts of Marvin was based off of him.
No, okay.
Um, I like the fact, I love the fact that Marvin went from being a shitbag to like being an actual good parent. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dope.
And that's why people got to understand that as men, it's okay to go get therapy. And he went to go seek that anger management, which changed him around and to be a caring person. And after her mother died, you know, she only had one parent, so he had to step up and change his life. And um, for those of us who have children um, who are living that alternative lifestyle, we should, be open book, accept our kids for who they are. And I think that Marvin, once he had to realize, hey, this is my daughter, regardless of who she like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Um,
So we talking Kanan,
I,
y'all. Anybody tuning in? We talking Kanan, Raising Kanan season finale. We talking Kanan, Raising season finale. Yeah, Raising Kanan.
I mean,
But
if you care about the show, tap in, tap in.
I think that, like I said, I think they did a great job. It's definitely different than season one. Um, it was a slow start, of course, but this season here really picked up. I hope that Famous is able to walk out that precinct because they kept on pushing and pushing and pushing him, and I know he was pushing back. But now that
Nah, he done.
yeah, but
Hey,
even with the death of with Detective Howard, I think a lot of things will collapse as far as all their cases goes.
yeah, like they ain't got no more inside man. But I
Yeah,
understand why he banged on him. But at the same time, I think that he was a good connect to have. He ain't
he was
really.
a good connect to have, but I mean, even like the first, no, I'm about to mix. I'm never mind. I'm about to mix shows. Never mind. But after a while, it was like, of course, he's only doing it because that's his son. He wanted to make sure his son is not jammed up. But you jammed yourself up in a lot of different situations, and now how can you get yourself out of things? So he was the piece. She had to take him out.
Yeah, I mean, he was fucked in a lot of ways coming. I wonder what they're going to like. They gotta have a new police person.
Of course, it's gonna be probably the FBI. Oh, them. Oh, rocking them.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it probably will come from.
Oh, what's up, bro? Oh, your sound tapped out. You having old people problems. Go out and tap back in. All right, so while you're going for a second, I mean, it was a lot that happened. Um, I don't know how. I feel like it's fucked up that Jukebox lost her singing career based off really the police coming in there fucking her shit up. I'm not sure how she gonna fix that, but I mean, I guess she's going to the military. And I can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you. Log out and log back in. Okay, so I'm here. It's the sixth show. No, I'm just fucking with you. But yo, it's crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Next I felt like also nothing was fixed.
You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
So I also think that nothing was really fixed. Everything just had a band-aid on it.
Right.
And next season, they just it's gonna be a whole nother shitstorm. I can't wait till they announce that Unique is Breeze. I can't wait till they bring in Tommy and Ghost.
Right.
Should they really be on there a lot, or should they not?
I hope they're not.
Because I mean, that's taking away from Kanan's story.
Yeah, it takes away from his story. So I hope they're not. I hope they like coming towards the end of the series.
Well, most series go on like 5, 6. So we at 3 now. If they came in by the end of the season, I can respect it. I think that's what's gonna happen. And also, people say that we probably already seen them, so they probably one of those lookout boys, but they just don't have no parts yet. Like nobody ain't saying nothing and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I'm glad Juliana is gone already because she was getting on my nerves. Another thing is, with every season of everything, a new villain's gonna come.
Yeah, I mean, of course, somebody had to come, to disrupt some things. But right now, it looks like they got a handle on, and I hope that Unique doesn't turn his back on Rock. But it seems like they got a little bit of handle on things now. But we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be, the Spanish folks. We'll see.
Do you feel like Rock is still gonna give Unique some booty?
Probably so.
No. I don't think so.
Because his face messed up.
Yeah. He ain't the same, and they say he's gonna be a little slower, and they say that's why he watches Jeopardy because he lost some brain power, so he's trying to gain it back, but at the same time,
but I don't think they'll probably be partners though. But maybe if she don't give no butt, they're gonna be some partners.
I mean, do you want to be partners if you ain't getting no butt?
I ain't even gonna answer that question.
Pause. I just thought about that. But nah, man. It's a dope show, man. Like, no matter what, I feel like 50 Cent sells us the same story every time, and I'll be stuck on it every time.
Man, he's really winning, man. He's a different. When he first came out, I didn't see this coming, but he's a genius. He's a very business-minded person, and I feel like, at this point in time in his career, I feel like he should have his own station, his own platform for shooting these shows. And
I heard he get a studio.
I did think he already purchased that studio. So
yeah, like New Orleans or some shit.
Yeah, so that's even a good thing.
So
keep all the money in house.
So the girl from the Dirty D, the New Orleans chick, she need to go down there, sit in front of 50 Cent studio and say, I'm a big Tubi star. Can you put me on Power?
I'm sure if he watches Dirty D, she'd probably be on there. Or probably be in his house.
Speaking of other shows coming up, BMF is about to drop in like 15, 16, 17 days. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited too, but the story's gonna end soon.
No, they spent plenty of time separate.
I mean, they did, but I think the story's gonna end soon, man. I mean, ain't too much that you can do with BMF after a while. I mean, he can stretch the story out. I guess we haven't gotten to the part where they do separate, and
I think that's the season.
And changes, from BMF and the other set that they got with the numbers.
Oh yeah.
So I guess we haven't got to that part yet, but BMF can only last but for so long. It's not a power. It's not a power, you know.
Yeah, because power fake story. We already know what happens in the end of BMF.
Right. So
So,
I don't
what
think it can
side
last
you
for
with?
so long. Huh?
Is you with the Atlanta side or is you with the Detroit side?
I think you should be with the original side. As far as Big Meech. Yeah, Terry is an intricate part of BMF, but I think that Meech is the mastermind as far as the muscle, bringing all those people, all those crews together. Without that, it wouldn't be a BMF.
Yeah.
Um, and even now, Terry's out now. I don't. I mean, I'm sure there's a trinkle here, trinkle there of BMF. It maybe not as loud as it was back, when it first started, but um, without that vital organ, Big Meech, it just plays on to just another dying crew, man. I mean, it just you know,
I wonder if they're ever going to get into the rap side of BMF. Like, are they probably going to touch on it? Like, I would love to see who they get to play, like Jeezy or somebody. Jeezy
and I,
and
and
Fabulous.
I think with that one, I don't think it will be like a big touch. I think again it'll be a sprinkle. They went to a
Yeah,
club and have a person who looks like Jeezy up there rapping. I don't think they would. I don't think it's going to really get into that rap part of it. I mean, not with the stories that 50 is telling. I don't see him doing that rap part of those stories. I think it's more of we're going to do the BMF story, the brothers, the
yeah.
father, um,
No,
even with Lala's part, things of that nature.
I think it'll be awesome if they had a bald head dude with a bandana rapping in the club just one time, just to
Yeah,
pay homage. Like, yeah, we see you.
that'd be nice, and I'm sure it will spark an interview with Jeezy. Um,
But Jeezy ain't with it no more. He's like, I don't want no problems.
yeah, he ain't trying to get into that. I mean, with that is a whole lot of investigations as well. So you don't want to be caught up in certain things. And I'm sure
Yeah,
this part of his life. I'm sure he don't want to be caught up in all that.
I mean, what the new joke? I'm doing pretty damn good.
Right. So he's trying to be a different person. So
Oh
let that
yeah,
man be a different person, man.
shout out to him. Um, so after that, I think the other power comes back with
But
the
Monet and
school.
them.
Yeah, that should be interesting. Yeah, I want to see how that starts. I'm interested in that because they started the war. Monet don't
Right.
know nothing about the war.
Yeah. So we'll see.
That'll be a
We'll
good
see how
one.
that go. We'll
Yo,
see how
shout
that
out to the
goes.
Power Universe show. That shit is. It,
It's a big universe, man. It's a big thing, man. A lot of groups, a lot of different blogs, a lot of YouTubing. That, like you say, you like to do a lot of research. So I even joined a group 2 days ago on Facebook, and they talk a lot of good stuff on there.
yeah. Uh, I heard there might be some spinoffs. I know they was gonna have a Tate spinoff, but I think they canned that. But I do hear that there's gonna be another Ghost and Tommy spinoff.
Hmm.
That would be dope. But I mean, Ghost ain't gonna be Ghost no more, so we'll see how that works.
Yes, sir. We'll see how it go.
All right, good folks. These are what we call in shorts right now. We just gonna hop on random times, do a couple minutes here and there, content for the group. If you want to be a part of it, just hit up one of the admins. We definitely got different subjects that come out. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna continue doing our thing with the Shop Podcast. Shout out to all the people in the Shop Podcast who's not here. Shout out to the
Yes,
Shop
indeed.
Podcast group. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to add to the group. We got a lot of things coming down the pike. One day, I promise you, we're gonna make Freaky Friday happen again. I feel like it was popular until it wasn't popular, but
Yeah.
we're gonna do something.
Yes, sir.
All right, good folks. We'll see you when we see you. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy
We'll
your
see you
day.
probably in the spring.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, folks. All right, man. Have a good night.
All right.
All right now.